Hey everybody, it's Conor, and what a turn of events. Sam Altman is back. OpenAI is back. The board has been mostly overhauled, and there is dancing in the streets of San Francisco, or at least I think the mission outside OpenAI, where rivals are probably wondering what could have been, with the rest of us finally able to get some sleep, with 770 employees able to maybe enjoy Thanksgiving. At the very least, they don't have to worry about politics dominating the table discussion, because right now all anybody wants to know is who's going to play Sam Altman in the Netflix series. So let's talk about winners and losers here. But before we get into that, let's just talk about the news. What's the new agreement here? So we have Adam D'Angelo, we have Tasha McCauley, we have Helen Toner. Those were the board members holding all this up and holding OpenAI in their fist, essentially. And they demanded an independent investigation looking into the leadership of OpenAI by Sam Altman. OpenAI's new board of directors will be Bret, who's the former CEO of Salesforce. You have Larry Summers, who's obviously the former Treasury Secretary, and Adam D'Angelo, who stays on. And apparently that was something that Tasha and Helen really wanted to demand, because they didn't want to see the board as having done something wrong. And look, fair enough. I'm just sort of shocked, because my perception, I think a lot of people, was that Adam D'Angelo was sort of behind all this. And boy, if I was wrong, boy, was I wrong on that. Holy smokes. But I get wrong. I go wrong on a lot of things. So that is maybe just par for the course. But the Adam D'Angelo thing, I think, was really sort of stunning. So other things. Sam Altman, Greg Brockman cannot be on the board. And again, Sam has to submit to this independent investigation. And again, Tasha and Helen step down. I'm thinking, is there anything else? I think that's all for now. Let's talk winners and losers here for a second. And clearly the first winner are the good people. Is the good people at OpenAI. That is one heck of a culture right there. Do you have any idea how unbelievably rare it is to have an entire organization based on a foundation of, safety and tech and everything else, suddenly say, look, we are all aligned on this? I mean, this could have led to tons of controversies, but the fact that everybody was willing to walk out together and that they're going to stick together wherever they go, even being called and recruited and headhunted, wildly unusual. And it just shows that everybody seems to, at least on the surface, really did feel like they were working on something very special. And my own take is that people who really understood these safety concerns well, that they really understood this. And that actually gives me hope, because nobody understands alignment better than the people working inside that building. So it seemed like there really was a misalignment between the employees and the nonprofit board, but I think we already knew that. Okay, other winners. Co-founders of OpenAI, right? Sam Altman, Greg Brockman, Ilya Sutskever. Clearly, Sam and Greg, their power is greatly diminished. Sam Altman had these insanely powerful people fighting for him, including Satya Nadella. And listen, these people knew Sam Altman very, very well. If they wanted to get rid of Sam Altman, this was the perfect opportunity. They didn't even have to do anything. But yet everybody really, really fought for him. Another winner in this, Ilya Sutskever, the guy showed that he was willing to stand up to his friends, his co-founders, and really the world, which I really think shows tremendous strength, even though I didn't like the decision, but also the strength to change course on this. Another winner, this Satya Nadella. My gosh, the guy comes off looking like the greatest CEO in the history of the letters C, E, and O. Okay, losers on this. Look, Helen Toner, clearly, we've talked a lot about her out of Georgetown. She became known for all the wrong reasons. And my take on this, and continues to be, that she must be a absolutely brilliant individual, and nothing against her at all. I just think her statements were unbelievably reckless. I'm sorry, I do. I just totally disagree that shutting down OpenAI is the best way to keep AI safe. This isn't one villain hiding in a volcano with a giant robot with one switch that you either turn on or off, or you introduce to the world, or you destroy it forever. It's just not like that. You can't just do that and fire the founder without notice and come to the brink of destroying this this entire organization and think that that is the right way to do that. That's just my very strong feeling. I also think, regardless of what you think about her and Tasha McCauley, they are brave as heck, man. They were brought on with a mandate, and they lived up to that mandate. And whatever else you think of them, holy cow, these are strong, strong individuals. Okay, other losers in this: women. Guys, we removed the two women and then replaced them immediately with white men. Like, what's happening here? Including Larry Summers, which, regardless of what you believe about what he said back in 2005 or whatever, like, he had some really questionable statements about women and their abilities, which means that the losers aren't just women in this case, but if we don't get more women on there right away, the losers are humanity. Women in AI are extremely powerful, necessary, and it's ludicrous to just put more men on the board. They need to fix that immediately. Okay, last couple of winners here. I think Salesforce, the CEO Mark Benioff made these Twitter headlines by offering anybody at OpenAI to email him directly and he would match their offer, which I think is kind of funny. It's also just sort of like gets Salesforce in the news in a cool way. Also, they put Bret Taylor, former Salesforce, on the board of OpenAI. So I think Salesforce comes out looking great at this. Other winners, Anthropic, they came out looking great. They introduced huge new products, which got a lot of attention. They struck while the iron was hot, but also Dario Amodei came out looking at this brilliant principled leader, which I think actually he is. And ultimately, they showed a ton of stability through this at a time where they were being practically counted out of this whole large language generative AI race, at least in the short term. So I think Anthropic people are taking another look at. I think OpenAI probably lost some customers to Anthropic over this whole thing, but that is the way of the business. Look, last winner, got to give him props, Elon Musk. I mean, listen, whatever you call it, Twitter, X, anything you want to call it, that was used for the smoke signals. It was used for the megahorn around this whole thing. It's how OpenAI sent each other coded messages and how they communicate to the world. X is still the only game in town, and that belongs to Elon. Everybody hopefully feels good. Helen Toner actually tweeted she's going to get some sleep now as well. Again, this has been quite the adventure. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to get back to just tracking the news and also what I do best, I think, which is demonstrating how you can change your world with generative AI. I do a lot of training on this and I share what I learned. But for now, let's get some sleep. Enjoy Thanksgiving. See you all next time.